friends, Robin here with Natman and Robin. Welcome back to the channel. I have a box for you today that I debated not unboxing on video because I'd already packed it. I didn't want to unpack it and repack it and all the blah yada yada. But I just am so excited about this box because I do one in this style every year. And I didn't want this to just be another one of those that I sent on without showing you. So I am going to be using an Ikea box. So I feel bad about showing you this for a couple reasons. One, it's pretty big, and this is absolutely the biggest box that I would send. It's not a lot bigger, but it's just enough bigger that this is as big as I would send. But two, the main reason I debated not showing you is they have discontinued this box. So it's not really, it's a moot point, right? Like we can't get these anymore. They don't exist. I just have some left over that I've been reserving for Barbie boxes. So I will show you that I did go ahead and mark it for a girl aged 5 to 9 because that was what I intended to receive this when I packed everything in here. However, there isn't anything really size dependent. There aren't shoes in here. There aren't clothes in here. There are some socks, but socks can kind of stretch and shrink, and you know, like I think kids' socks can fit a wide range. But I did put them in here for a 5 to 9 year old. But I did go ahead and mark on the box just for the missionaries, okay for an older girl. I want to be clear about this, that when you send this in, you need to distinguish a single gender and a single age group. This is vitally important for how they pack. It's vitally important for how they distribute to the missionaries. However, I want this little note on here for once the missionary gets it, if they have an extra girl show up that they weren't counting on, or maybe someone was older than they thought, just a little note for a just in case. But be very clear in distinguishing a single gender and a single age group, no matter how you pack your box. If the box is completely just neutral toys, neutral age group, you still have to select one of each, if that makes sense. So this is a teacher Barbie box. I wrote that on here for me, but again, it could be a little note for the missionaries that might know a little girl who aspires to be a teacher, or maybe a little girl that loves Barbies. So I wanted to show you this is empty, and we're actually going to be packing together today, which I rarely do. Usually I unpack the boxes, but let me show you. I'm so excited. I know you saw in the thumbnail this beautiful box. I absolutely love doing this. And yes, I have done this on a larger scale in a larger box, but you can still do this in a cardboard go box from Samaritan's Purse themselves. I've never tried this in a plastic box. I've only tried it in a cardboard box. And I want to show you a few things that it was really hard for me at first because I wanted to make sure it fit the exact dimensions in here and that every area of the box was available for play for this little girl. However, I had to just get over myself and realize that it's not going to be perfect. So if you look in the corner there, see this? I wanted it to match up perfectly, and there's a good centimeter between each area here in this crease. They don't line up exactly. And again, in this corner's a little better, but if you see, there's big gaps on the bottom and big gaps on the top. And once I got this all in here, it really didn't matter. What matters is the imagination of this little girl. And so yours does not have to look like this. It doesn't have to be color coded. It doesn't have to be themed at all. But I do hope that this inspires you to use your box, especially if it's cardboard, to create an area of play. I see a lot of people fix it so that they can lay their area out like this and have other things. I've done a dinosaur box kind of like this so that they have an area for play. And I do mine up like this because of the size of the Barbie. I want her to be able to go inside her little cardboard house, or, you know, whatever area. I've done a vet box like this, and I did another one. I can't remember what it was. Oh, a barn. I did a barn like this, and now this is my teacher's room. So just to let you know, I use a program called Canva, and it is not sponsored. They don't know about me at all. I just use it all the time for work. It's totally free, and it is a place where you can make any types of designs in any size that you want. So I just selected the size of my paper that I would be using, created a new blank space, and I just searched for clip art. These are all just clip art. These are just clip art that I put on the canvas in Canva. I know that's a lot, but it's just a website. And then I printed them out, and I taped them on. These are just double-sided taped on. Printed cardstock from my home computer of clip art, and then I have taped them to this cardboard box. So just to show you, because I am really proud of it, there's the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, a cute little chalkboard. I had thought and originally planned to make that an actual usable chalkboard, but because I had made my goals so lofty, it just sat there and sat there and sat there. And I decided, you know what? It's better to just do it and get it done, even if it's not my 100% idea in my brain and 100% playable. It's still very creative for her brain and her imagination. So it's okay if you think that you're not going to be able to do something perfect to what your brain thinks that you want it to be perfect. Just do it anyway. Anything worth doing is worth doing at 5%, but give it more than 5%. So there's her little chalkboard, and then there's a window and a bookshelf. And then on this back panel here, I have created some I didn't create this. It was a image that I just plopped on this page. But I scaled it to the right scale. And then these two things I kind of made. I found some images of Barbie. I don't know if you can tell, but the vertical one here, this is a teacher Barbie, and I just got this image from a book. And then this one here is in their classroom, Barbie and this little girl have a bunny. And there is a classroom bunny that is inside this stuff that's gonna go in the box. So I printed that out. This is a little backpack, just like the one in the box, and an apple and a globe. And then this is a cork board. She can actually put things on here if she wants to. And then on this side, I repeated the window, but I flipped the image so that it's not exactly the same. And then this is just a little coat rack and a trash can. So the little girl can open this up and set this on her table, and then her Barbies can come in and play. And so I have this set flat on my table now, and this is the height that the Barbie is also on the table. So just so you see the proportions inside this box, and that's why I set it up the way I did. I have seen people, like I said, that they will do them like this. And if you have just Chelsea dolls, which are also amazing Barbies and amazing toys, it could be really fun to make the image this way so that she has even more playroom. But I still did it like this and set it up here. I also have a few fun things to go in it. These things I actually collected from neighbors, and I made sure that they're nice and clean and not in a used condition. They may be pre-owned, but the neighborhood I live in, there are a lot of privileged children who have a lot of toys that they might have received and just never played with. So I did take some things like this cute little Barbie bench. It is Barbie branded, and I have included it here. I cleaned it, and I think that it goes really cute inside this little classroom that she can have her kiddos sit on. And then this is what I was talking about. All of these little gadgets in here. Now, some of them I did buy and came with Barbies. For example, what just popped out because, you know, this is a book that actually came with Teacher Barbie. And then this is a globe, so cute, just like the one in there that came with this little girl Barbie because she was a teacher too. Isn't she cute? And then I purchased this from Dollar Tree. This is the little pet rabbit that is a Barbie rabbit. So that's why there is the image of the rabbit inside the classroom. What else? Okay, this came with the little Chelsea doll Teacher Barbie. Isn't that adorable? There's another image of the backpack. So much fun. What other little things? I bought this at Dollar Tree. So a lot of this stuff you can find for pretty affordable. And then some of these accessories, like these little purses and headbands and stuff like this, I got these at Daiso. So if you have a Daiso close to you, the little Barbie accessories fit Barbie. The dresses fit Skipper's and Chelsea doll. I mean, not Chelsea. Skipper and what are they? And Stacy, I think is what they call her. She has a couple names, but the mid-size preteen kind of Barbie. This is actually one of those mini brands. When you open up those boxes of mini brands, I got this at one point. This is from Temu. I think I showed it in a haul months ago, but it's just a cute little chair for the teacher. So I have all kinds of fun goodies in here, and some of them, like I said, like this, came from a neighbor, and it is perfectly like brand new. There's not a mark on it. I doubt the child ever played with it. So be on the lookout on your Facebook neighborhood marketplace for lots of things that you can buy or people even are giving away for free. And this is perfectly good condition, not a scratch on it. I don't put things in that are used. Like if it looks used, I do not include it, but this looks brand new and was donated by a neighbor. So I will include it. But most of the stuff, like I said, came from Daiso or came with accessories with the Barbie, or I got some on Temu, etc., etc. So all of these items just go in this little bag. This is one of those things that I got from neighbors. This is an Ipsy bag. They come with monthly subscriptions, and women don't know what to do with the bag. They just use the makeup out of it. So I get a lot of these on Marketplace too. It's Ipsy, an Ipsy bag. And I thought that the like global theme was cute to go with her globe in there. I also created one of these. I did get permission from Samaritan's Purse to create these just for play, not for sale, not to reproduce, but they're tiny little, the greatest journeys, because this little girl will hopefully receive one herself. And so Barbie will have one to play with her. So anyway, that is the little accessory pouch that is for Barbie. I also have a pouch of clothes. Again, some of these came from neighbors, but most of them I got either at Dollar Tree or at Daiso. I'm not going to show you everything because there's a lot in here, but basically I just went through all of them and made sure they were clean. Some of them I washed because they're just like our clothes and you can wash them. But there is at least 2 outfits for Chelsea, and I think that there are 3 or 4 Barbie outfits in here. Dresses and shorts and tops and pants, just all kinds of different things. I also included this little hanger. So that is all of the cute little accessories to go with her Barbie house. So let's start packing this Mamba Jamba together. First, I want to show you, I want to take a drink. Pink, because we're in our Barbie era. Anyway, I really like these Barbie bags that you can get at Dollar Tree. I pack several of these a year and send just this in as a filler item with stuff in it. So a lot of times it is Barbies in here that I send in, but this is also a great pouch for filler items. I've put puzzles in here before. I've put paper dolls in here before. I have put those Magnet, Melissa, and Doug paper dolls in here. This is a great container for all kinds of items to send in as a filler pack, and it's from Dollar Tree, so do recommend. But let me show you how I pack Barbies. So if you don't want to send this, you can send in Chelsea dolls. Now, what I like to do to protect their hair, see, her hair's a little squished. She's been in this box for a while, but I will put this mesh over her to protect her hair. And for the Chelseas, just these regular ones fit perfectly, and they cinch around her feet. For the larger Barbie dolls like this, you can get the ones on Amazon that I believe they're marketed for wine, and they're large enough for a Barbie doll to go in them, or two. So for her, I'm just gonna put her in here just like she is. She has this cute little notebook that's teacher and this cute outfit. She came in a different outfit, which is in here, and I purchased this one to put on her. So she's going in here just like this. And then another thing that I like to do, if I have two Barbies, I don't want their hair to get all tangled or staticky together. So this is another Barbie doll that I have, also teacher clothes. And I think this one I actually got at Dollar Tree a long time ago, but be on the lookout for the good Barbie clothes at Dollar Tree. I do recommend the Barbie brand and not the Dollar Tree brand. They just seem to fall apart a little bit on me. So anyway, another thing I like to do to keep their hair nice and contained and slicked back is I will get these long snack packs, not the ones like this that close up here, but you have to get the ones that are the long ones, and they will slip right over Barbie and go about to her thighs, and it just helps protect her hair in there. So now that I have the two Barbies in here, I have a couple little accessories, and you can fill this bad boy up with a ton of accessories because down where their legs are, there's a lot of room. But instead of the extra accessories, I added this Chelsea doll, and then I will just zip her up, zip her up. And I will show you that now Chelsea's hair is nice and protected, and the blonde girl's hair is nice and protected, which by default, because I have two of the three girls' hairs protected, that makes this one protected as well. So this is how I send them in. If I'm just doing two, it looks like this, and down here is all of the accessories. And if I have the luxurious ability to send three, this is how I would do it. So these are great packs. I love them for sending in as filler. So let's jump into what's actually going in this teacher box. So yes, it is a Barbie box, and it is for her to play imaginatively as Barbie, but I also imagined a little girl who likes to play teacher. I loved playing teacher when I was a little girl. My nieces and my cousins' children, they're not nieces, but they're second cousins or whatever. The younger children that are in my family that I get to see frequently love playing school. So I have also included a whole bunch of items in here for her to play school. The first thing I want to show you, well, before I show you anything, I want to preface this by saying we are packing together today. I know we're already 20 minutes in. I understand if you're done, but let's pack together. And I do want to say that I have already packed this, which took me quite a while to get everything in the right spot, and then unpacked it. So don't feel bad if this takes you like an hour to pack a box like this. I get it. It would me too. I've pre-packed this. I've printed out my cheat sheet of how I like everything arranged. So don't think that I can do this quickly. I can't. It takes me a long time. So getting into the items, this is actually a really cool thing. This was sent to me by a friend and viewer named Tracy a while ago, and I'm just now getting to it, sorry. But this is how she likes to pack paper items in her boxes. It's actually a really durable poly folder. You can get these super cheap at back to school time, and she puts all kinds of fun teacher things in every box, and I think that's so cool. So right here in the middle, this is just standard lined paper for the kiddo to use. This is a great thing to send. This is also a really good way to buy bulk graph paper and send graph paper, because that's used in a lot of countries around the world too. So if you're wondering how to send that, this is a good idea. Then she also fills it up with all kinds of goodies over here. Look at this adorable teacher paper. Oh man, when she sent this to me, I was like, I just got inspired. I wanted to play teacher again, and so I knew I had to send a teacher box. But she also has all kinds of fun colored paper back here. If you can see all the different colors of paper, which is so much fun because that's what teachers use. So she has all this fun paper, a few sticker pages also in here on this little lip. And then I included this. I just shoved it in because it fit. I got this at Dollar Tree. It's actually a felt, is that upside down? Yeah, it is. A felt globe with all these different animals. And normally I don't send the packaging, but on the back it shows her how to kind of play with all of these items. So this is one time that I will send the packaging to keep it all together and let her know what it is exactly. And then Tracy also sent in these really fun, I'm sure this is from a VBS. I bet she got it from Oriental Trading. But anyway, just like a fun thing to color, and it's thicker. It's not just paper, so it can go up on her walls. And then this is really cool too. This is lined colored paper, and you can get this at Walmart. I see it there all the time. I haven't purchased any myself, but it's there. And then she also prints out these sweet color pages to go in the back. So if you're trying to think of how to send things other than just a spiral notebook, this is an excellent way to do so. And it's the first thing that we're gonna put in our box. And I am going to suggest that it goes in on the side here. If you can see on the side of the box, so that when it is time to close, you can just fold it over. And that's how you can get this in any size box, not just this giant one, because it's even too big to go flat like this. So you still have to put it up in the side. Now, because this is a teacher box, I am going to send her with even more flat goodies, so many flat goodies. The red folder that I just showed you is perfectly sufficient to send for paper. But again, it's a teacher box, so I am going to go ahead and add a spiral notebook for her. So much fun. Purple is a great color. Those are great to get at back to school time and buy them in bulk, or even wait and buy them if you're just doing one box, because you can get them for like 10 to 15 cents if you wait. Then I have fun workbooks for her to play teacher with all of her friends. Aren't they cute? So this one is a colors and shapes. Now I know I tried really hard to think of things that would be universal and not necessarily, she wouldn't have to necessarily know English for them. This one is the one that would require the most English, but still in her native language, she can practice her shapes or pretend to be a teacher, because what a great aspiration to pretend to have a career. That's so cool. Then the next thing I got was this numbers workbook, because numbers don't have language. Yes, we say one, and other languages would say like uno, but the actual number that you look at is not in any language. So there are ways for her to practice counting how many numbers. There is ways to like practice writing your numbers. Super cute. I got both of these at Dollar Tree. I don't have enough in here to keep this red folder standing up, so I'm gonna set it over here. And then this one, I bought those two, and that was all I was gonna put in there. And then I saw this workbook a few months later, and I was like, done, have to. It's a Barbie workbook, and it's the alphabet. The alphabet can be specific because there are other alphabets out there, but still, because it was Barbie and school, I just had to. And it does use English down here, but up here, it's just teaching you how to write these letters. And it has these images of Barbie, which are just divine. I love it. It's so cute, adorable, and they did a really good job of making it all different styles of Barbie. So cute. I love it. Made me so excited. And then I also got this school time coloring book, again from Dollar Tree. These workbooks, great place to get them is Dollar Tree. Coloring books, I don't necessarily recommend it. You can get them a little bit cheaper at Walmart. They used to be 99 cents. I think they're now up to like $1.15. Still cheaper than $1.25, and every penny counts. And then you can still get them for $1 as of Christmas time. So that could be changing. At Five Below still has some for $1, and Dollar General still has some for $1. So I don't always recommend coloring books from Dollar Tree, but when you find one that fits the box that you're working with, whether it's a theme or not, whether you just see that and you're like, I know that little girl needs that book, what's $0.25? But when it doesn't matter that much to you, $0.25 can mean an extra bouncy ball. If you add up 4 quarters, that's a whole nother coloring book. So it does add up really quickly. And then some really fun flat things. I just have some ABC stickers. And these are from my stash of my craft supplies that I just haven't used. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna donate them to this little girl who can have so much fun with them. These are the re-stickable stickers. They are color forms, and they come in like a pack of 4 or 5 different cards with different stickers on them. You can get them at Dollar Tree periodically through the year. They don't always carry them, but sometimes they do. I got these from Hobby Lobby, and they were on super clearance. I think I paid $0.25 for them. And they're teacher stickers. I love the globe. I love the apple. It's just so much fun. Even though they're English, I think it comes across that they're teacher stickers. I got a huge pack of these from Oriental Trading, and science is teacher stuff, so there they go. This coloring little page goes with it. I also got this on Oriental Trading. It's a moon, and there are 2 in here, and this is what they look like. They're glow in the dark, and one is a full moon and one is a crescent moon. I love these. It was like $1 for a pack of 1 billion. Not really, but you get my point. And then also these came from Hobby Lobby on super clearance. I think I paid 30 cents, and they're just fun teacher wall decorations that I hope she has a lot of fun with. Okay, that is all the flat things. And I'm gonna show you again really quick, if I can, how it looks in here. So I have all the flat things on the bottom or sitting up along the wall. Those are the 2 ways that I like to pack flat things. And in this box, I'm using both ways. So the next thing is there, did you see this little spot up here at the top? There's like an inch between the end of the coloring book and the start of the box. I'm gonna load that up now with a few more flat things. First off, this really fun calculator. It's actually from Pen & Gear, and I got this a long time ago when they were still like $1 each, and then it was half off from back to school. So I got them for like 50 cents. That's almost impossible anymore, but that's where this came from. Then also along the top there is this really cute pack of wall decor for teachers. I got this for 30 cents again, 90% off. And I just think that they're so much fun. And if she wants to, she can cut these out for Barbie and use them in her Barbie classroom. I love it. I hope she has so much fun playing teacher, because I would have loved to have something like that as a little girl. And then this fun book. It might be a little young for her, But if she's playing teacher, she can pretend to read her book to all of her students. And it's just this really cute board book about all the little animals going to school, and I loved it. I got it from Dollar Tree. I do recommend books at Dollar Tree. It's a great place to get them. So I've put those few things right in the top here. They fit perfectly. If I just get them shoved in there right, there we go. Snug as a bug. And then, yes, let's do this next. This is actually from my friend Lynette, and it is a blow up globe. Now, again, I think that I'm going to remove this from the packaging before I put it in here, but I left it in its packaging so I would remember that Lynette gave this to me. I'm just gonna pull this open and take this out, because little things like this, while it doesn't take up a whole lot of space, I know I can throw this away in my trash can, and that I pay to have my trash removed once a week. So I know where this is going. But if I send this to a rural area or a country that doesn't have organized trash cleanup, then it could be a burden to that family that receives this, or the little kid, to figure out how to dispose of it. So I took it out of the plastic bag and I'm putting it right here in the box. It's not quite flat, but it is a flatter item. So the next thing is this hygiene kit. Now I did just talk about not sending trash, but I have put these together earlier this year for myself, because it took me so much time to gather all of these. Like every time that I was packing a box, I would spend an extra 30 minutes going through all my little things, finding the right hair clips and the right this and the right that. So I just gathered them all up and put them in little bags. Again, this is a great time for me to take this out of the trash, meaning this bag that is not reusable. I can take this off and I can throw this away myself. However, I'm thinking I might do another packing party, and these are already put together, and it's gonna be really easy for all of my family and friends to just pick up a hygiene kit and put it in a box. So sometimes it's better for a child to just get the stuff in it, and unfortunately trash comes with it. But if I can, and if I am capable, I will take the trash away. And what's included in here is a washcloth. These are actually the ones from Dollar Tree. I love them so much. You get like a pack of 4 or 5 for $1.25. A really fun long rat tail comb, and this is from Denise. And then inside here, I also have a toothbrush and a spoon and some Band-Aids, an ivory soap, and a chapstick. And I will just put this in here. This is a soap saver. In case you're curious, that's what that is. And that soap saver, I think, came from Temu. So I will just put that right down in here and put this washcloth right behind it. So now we have all those goodies in here for that kiddo. Yay! Okay, so I'm looking at my cheat sheet down here of how I have everything packed. And I put the hygiene kit in too soon. See, my cheat sheet told me I did it too soon. Next goes in the little pouch of Barbie clothes, because it is also kind of flat and about the same thickness as that globe when it was deflated. Then on the side here, against this side right here, I'm going to put her school supply bag. Now this, I gotta find something to put in here for a second. All right, the folders drive me crazy. This is an extra stuffed pencil pack. It does not require for you to send this much, but because I had the larger box and because it is a school themed bag, I went overboard on this. There's pencils and colored pencils and number 2 pencils and novelty pencils and pens and mechanical pencils. Really fun erasers. I've got to show you some of these erasers because they're just adorable. I have like a whole set in here. So much fun, so cute. Scissors and extra pencil toppers. Here is one of her pencil sharpeners. is this really cute owl. It's also an eraser. I believe there are 2 pencil sharpeners in here, some glitter pens, there's a journal, there's a red pen for taking notes, you know, like the teacher does. So this is super packed full of all kinds of goodies. And I just gotta shake it a little bit, get everything all evened out since I opened it up and nosed around in it. But it's gonna go right here on the edge. And then, just like the hygiene kit, I pre-made a bunch of hair accessory kits for girls. So in here are hair clips, hair ties, headbands, bows, and some jewelry that I have collected to put in here. I love to put jewelry in every bag if it's for a boy or a girl. And then next goes in her little bag of Barbie accessories. And this is gonna go along that wall too. And a thing of note cards. Now this is extra. I don't normally put something like this in a box, but because it is a teacher box, I want her to get to play and be imaginative, or maybe even study for school herself so she can grow up and be a teacher. And luckily, this bench that I got from a neighbor fits perfectly over the note cards to go in there. So this is what we're working with now. We still have all this area to fill up. And the next thing that goes in now is her hygiene kit. So we'll put that in there, and all of these goodies go right in here. And her soap. Sorry, I'm having to use one hand to hold up this stinking folder, which is really a cool idea, but it is getting on my nerves right now because it won't do what it's told. Again, I'm looking at my cheat sheet to tell me where I packed everything in this box so I don't have to reinvent the wheel. Next goes in this really fun set of matching things. It's a fun little teacher activity, I think. And it teaches you how to say hello in all these different languages with their national flag. So I really thought it was cool. It's 20 chipboard sets, so 20 chipboard sheets, so 10 sets, and it's just for matching. And I picked this up last year at Michael's and clearance. And this is a reusable bag. It does have a zipper part up here for the kiddo to reuse. So I will send it in its container with the reusable bag. Put that right up there. And then next, these are so much fun. I love these. These are the Barbie tins that you can get at Dollar Tree. I did fill it up with a few fun things. Just a little bracelet and a pin and a fun bouncy ball globe, this fun little school bus knick-knack to put in here. And then the magnets that actually go with this tin, I have put inside a little zipper pouch so she knows how, so she can save them and reuse them. This one I bought several years ago, and I modified it so that the cardboard thing that came in here, I glued it to the top of the tin so that the magnets would work better. If you purchase them now, they are a little bit larger, and this is printed on the tin itself. So if you get them now, they do work better than they did in the past, and I modified this one to make sure that the magnets would stay attached. So there is that. Let's see here. Somehow I had this right there, right? Yes. I also am including a little car because I love cars, and I thought this was such a fun, it reminds me of Ken actually from the Barbie movie. So it's enough to go in here. If you know, you know. I also included these really cute sticky notes. I think I got them for like 5 cents on after school clearance, back to school clearance, not after school clearance. And I wouldn't normally send something like this in a box because it wouldn't make any sense. But because I want this little girl to be imaginative and play teacher, then she gets 2 teacher notepads. They're just sticky notes. Sticky notes, yes, I would send, but maybe something like If it said best mom ever, I wouldn't send it. Or if it said like Happy Father's Day, maybe I personally, just me, wouldn't send it. But because it says best teacher ever and this is a teacher box, then I am sending it. Themes don't matter, it's just how my brain works. So now I am down to just the last few things and we're running out of space, so I'm gonna give everything a big squish. But here is the cutest little bunny, okay? So cute. This was actually given to me by my boss. It is a Webkinz, and I believe it actually belonged to her daughter who collected them, and they just sat on a shelf because for her the fun was the part where you get online and did something with the Webkinz. I'm not really sure how it worked, but it was never played with. It was a shelf collectible, and now it's going to this little girl who's going to have a classroom bunny. So she has this white bunny, she has the gray bunny that's for her Barbies, and then the bunny photo on here, and I just thought it was so much fun. So if you see Webkinz, a lot of times they're collected just like Beanie Babies and played with online and not in person. So again, it's one of those things that has been previously owned, but maybe not used, if that makes sense. So little cute bunny is going in here right on top. If I can get her in there, let's see. How did I have her all squished in? I'm gonna double check my, yes, okay. So then the last big thing to go in is her wow item that I've tried really hard to get put right on top. It's the Barbies, and we talked about how we packed them earlier. And I just kind of have to shimmy things and give it a squish. And then if you look, we're pretty full. It's pretty full, but there's one little pocket right there where see the bunny's tail was sticking out. And that is where I'm going to put this one pair of socks. So again, like I said, these are technically a medium-sized sock, which is what I put in for my 5 to 9-year-old girls. But I think that if a 10 to 14-year-old got these, they could still use, I could still wear these, to be honest. So they're really cute, and I'm putting them in here. And this is the only thing that is size dependent. So while this box was planned and thought of and is inspired for a girl aged 5 to 9, I still think that it is totally appropriate and okay for a girl aged 10 to 14. So that is why I wrote on the shoebox label like I did. So I am going to reinforce a few of these corners with some packing tape. I am not taping the box closed, but there are some places that are beginning to kind of pull, and I want this to be a good quality box, not just during shipping, but for the little girl to play with, because it is part of the imaginative play that I have thought up and lovingly did for this box. So here is my giant rubber band that will go on this box, and that is it for today. I know this was a long one. I hope that you enjoyed it with me. I know it's been a really long time since I've done a box video, but I am glad to be back in whatever capacity that looks like from here going on. There's not a set schedule, but if I pack a box that I'm like, you know what, I just have to show them. It's a super special box and they need to see it. I will definitely put it up here for you guys. And that is it for today. So in case no one has told you, I love you lots. Have a good day. Bye.